Hello, hello, hello. I hope you are all well. Thank you so much for joining me. I can see there are some gorgeous, gorgeous people in the chat already. Beth was saying that she didn't see the snail part. In your defense, Beth, I literally updated it about 2 or 3 minutes ago. I really got this one right down to the wire. And then I can see the Lux Bucky is here. I totally understand needing to clear out a whole closet of old sketchbook and art supplies. That is an emotional journey. So I really feel for you. I really struggle with trying to clear out my sketchbooks. They often just end up in the bin, if I'm being entirely honest, especially really old ones. So that all being said, today, oh hello Sponge, today I am going to be drawing a lovely snail, and I have actually figured out how to get it to show the reference on screen for everyone without taking away from it. So here is the reference. I was a heathen and got it off of Pinterest. I was a tad pressed for time, and yeah, sorry. Show. Yeah, I can see that. Oh, hello, 5 isopods. Lovely to see you. You're still convinced I have your work schedule. I'm so sorry. I tried to be a bit consistent, but you know, it is what it is. I am not as consistent as I would like, but I have recently changed medications, so hopefully this one will work as it's supposed to. Right, with that all said and done. Oh, thank you for saying he looks majestic. He's lovely. I shall just get started with doing him. I think I want him to be a disco snail, which, you know, of course I do, because disco didn't die, it just got really, really small. So I'm just checking what colour I want to use. So today I'm going to be using a mixture of ENMY markers and MEEDEN markers. I'm going to say right off the top, I have an affiliate code for both of these. My affiliate code for ENMY is for the UK Amazon store only. The MEEDEN affiliate code, which is in the description box. Both of these are in the description box. The MEEDEN one is for their website. So I feel like I should always disclose that. And for people who are in the replay crew, thank you, thank you, thank you. Love you so much. I'm going to try and acknowledge you guys a little bit more because I have been terrible at this. I am bad at the YouTubes. So yeah, onwards and upwards. I think I'm going to probably start a little bit somber. Oh, do you know what? You are an absolute star. Thank you so much for reminding me. You gorgeous person. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, thank you so much, Amelia. Thanks for popping by. But yeah, don't worry about it, Sponge. It is I am having a bit of a time at the moment. There are so many expenses at the moment. I do not like. I don't even have kids, and it's like, you know, back to school as well. So but yeah, I'm thinking like pink and blue today. It shall be a very yeah, cute disco, I think. And then we'll go for this light pink here, which is VR4. I love to think is virtual reality 4, but I know it is not. it is violet red. So actually, I do kind of... Oh, hello, Ollie the octopus. I have no idea what his name will be, or her name. You guys can pick the description as well. Actually, I've been terrible. You know what? I need like a little list of things to talk about at the top of the stream. Right. So if you are new here, what I love to do on these streams is name my drawing. And instead of me naming it, because that is dull, I humbly request that my delightful goblins, my wonderful goblin court, my chat, I humbly ask that you guys name him or her. You decide the gender and also the name. Now, I do get some veto power because sometimes they just don't feel like certain names, you know. I can see that Renegade is saying Shelley. I totally get your pun. I have a sneaking suspicion if you keep spamming the chat, it might cause some issues. And then obviously Gary. I've realized I've actually done Gary colors. Whoops, not intentional. But yeah, I love to have you guys name them because it makes it more fun. Yeah, Disco Snail. Oh, just naming them Disco. I feel like we could do better than just naming them Disco, you know? I think we need to put some pride on their name. Make it known that they are, I was going to say a powerful warrior. That's weird. Make it known that they are a good little snail. Quentin. Finbar. Interesting. Oh, that's a good name, Lost Shark. I don't know if he's a Finbar though, but do you know what? A Finbar feels like a furry animal rather than a snail. Oh, it seems like people like Quentin. But yeah, I don't know. Finbar feels like a wolf or like a badger, you know? I feel like that's a solid name. If your name is Finbar, that's solid. Snisco. Snisco, what? Would you rather eat 10 pounds of sound or a grilled rat covered in barbecue sauce? I don't really know what 10 pounds of sand is in kilos. So I will say rat and just pretend that I am a dwarf. B7, yes. See, yeah, I think a badger would be a good name for like someone called or a creature called Finbar. But yeah, it's Batman. We could call him Speedy, but I think isn't there like is it DreamWorks or Disney? I think it's DreamWorks film. Anyway, doesn't really matter, does it? At some point, Disney will own everything, so... Right. I'm just trying to find a specific colour. BG2. The BG's2. Here we go. Right. What I've forgotten to do is shake the pen, which is on me. And I should have known better. Steve. So Quentin the Disco Snail. Do you think Quentin is a good name? It's like a dignified name. But yeah. What am I after? Oh, I was going to reminisce with you guys about Tim Curry and Dolly because I am sad. And I feel very selfishly like they have been gone too soon. I just cannot think of... I know there's a game that Tim Curry was in as like a bad guy. Oh wow, I mentioned Tim Curry and Dolly and the amount of people on dropped. Okay, apparently that's bad. Basically, I'm really sad. I like Tim Curry. I would have liked him to, you know, do more stuff, but he was getting up there, and I totally understand that. Wow, gosh, like genuinely lost about. I mean, it's not a lot to most streamers, but like lost a solid 10 people by bringing that up. Ugh. Oh, Sponge, you probably do. If you've watched Clue or the original It, or I think he was the voice of Nigel Thornberry, or Muppets Treasure Island, or gosh, I'm going to go through everything. But yeah, they both passed quite old. But oh yes, and Home Alone. Oh, the Wild Thornberrys. He was Sir Nigel Thornberry, who is a cartoon. But yeah, you will have. He did a lot of voice acting. Oh, it's so lovely to see you, Amelia. Thank you for popping by. Mucus. We are not naming him Mucus. Marcus could work. Oh, well, it's lovely to pop by, Nicholas. I hope that you have a lovely... You can always watch it on repeat. You don't have to, don't worry. But I hope that you have a lovely, fun evening with friends and board games. That sounds great. Moss. Dolly curry. That sounds like a meal and not a name. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah. I just went round the corner for a dolly curry, you know. I feel like that's a tad odd. I need to do better with this disco vibe. I think once I get the purple involved, it's going to change everything. Now I've mentioned Disco Snail, I absolutely have that song in my head. Something has, sorry, this is tad sporadic. Something that I thought was really funny. I was scrolling through like TikTok and Instagram earlier today, and there was a car alarm going off, and I listened to like a lot of electro. So a lot of my like suggestions end up being electro bands and like people doing different club remixes and stuff. And I thought it was just the background of the songs that were playing. It was not. It was someone's car alarm. Don't quite know how I managed that, but I did. Oh, sorry, I'm just reading back through the chat. But yeah, right, where am I at? I think I'm going to get started with the purple because I am impatient. Yeah. Here we go. Oh, that sounds fun. Actually, yeah, you know what, Sponge? What are people up to? I would love to know. I am obviously drawing, but lately I have been just kind of... I've been feeling quite stressed about content creation. think the announcement that they're changing the second tier of monetization, that has really severely bummed me out, if I'm being completely honest. And because of that, I took a step back to try and just reassess. And I've just been feeling kind of like, this is not, I promise this is not going to turn into a woe is me kind of thing. But I did realize that essentially this is a full-time job that does not pay. It's a full-time job that I am doing for fun, which is wild. And that, I don't know, I've been feeling kind of all up in my feelings about it, because with like a artistic content creation, it's different to, you know, like sketch, like not being sketching, but like sketch artists, so like comedians and people who do like silly faces or like dance. You can quite easily make content about that, because you need to think of a script, find the B footage, sit down, film it, and then you edit it and all of the fun stuff that comes after that. With art, you kind of this is sounding whiny. You basically, like, it's harder. Well, I don't know necessarily harder. It's different, because what we're having to do is come up with an idea, and then okay, sorry, I just checked the chat again. I'm sorry people are experiencing art block too. I've been feeling a bit like that. So I just saw that Beth was asking about the second tier of monetization. So in the back end of YouTube, people think that, and I used to think this, to be fair, when you get like 1,000 subscribers and, you know, all of that, it's just kind of assumed that you'll be able to get like ad revenue and stuff. That is not the case. You are eligible for the first tier. So there are 2 tiers to monetization. The first tier is, I don't want to say easy, because it's work to get 1,000 subscribers and a certain amount of views, whether it's shorts or long form. I think it's like 1 million. But they you actually, that only allows you to be monetized in regards to setting up a shop, or like allowing super chats, like stuff like that, stuff that requires people to do something and spend money. I don't like asking for money. Like, it makes me deeply uncomfortable. I don't like selling. So which is why I am not a saleswoman. And yeah, so I don't like asking people. I don't like asking people for super chats. It makes me feel icky. I don't like, there are hard times. I don't want people to feel like they have to. It makes me very, very, very uncomfortable. So my hope was to be able to earn kind of a passive amount through ad revenue. To access, so you access most of YouTube's monetization options at the first tier. The second tier is the tier where you get ad revenue on shorts and long form content. The irritating thing is that regardless of whether you are monetized or not, YouTube will obviously run ads on whatever you make. The requirements currently until February, I think it is, are 10 million short views, which is mental. So 10 million views on shorts, or 4,000 valid watch hours, which can be on streams and short and long form content or videos. So I have not made a lot of long form content because I struggle to think of what to talk about. Oh, Sponge, you are. That's not what I. That's not the point of me talking about this, you absolute goblin. Thank you. You are so sweet. Yes, I like that. You are a goblin, Sponge. I love you very dearly, not for the money. You're very wonderful and very sweet in the chat. So yeah, kind of weird way to sort of go, but it basically it means that I need to start making longer form content. The issue with that, so short form content suits me just fine, if I'm being completely honest, because it means that I don't overthink things because it's so short and it's such an instant, like it's such a quick turnaround. Whereas longer form content, especially like the reason I don't do tutorials is because if I start talking about like color theory, I'm not just going to go into color theory. I'm going to go into how eyes work and how we... No, people are joking. They're joking. Sorry, Beth. The /J is jokes. Yeah, so I got distracted. Yeah, so if I were to talk through this, I would go through specifically why I chose the shapes that I did, where I can see the shadows, why I pick the colors that I pick, even if it's on an impulse, what I'm kind of roughly thinking about in the back of this, like in the back of my mind as I'm doing things, where I'm putting the color and why. And the reason that I would do that is because I remember being a young artist watching tutorials online and not understanding why they were making the choices that they were making, when they were like, oh, I'm just going to put this here, and I'd be like, but why have you done that? Doesn't make sense. So you'd essentially get like a whole little art course, and that would be hours worth of work and explanation. And I don't know if people would watch that. If I'm being completely honest, that would be hours and hours and hours of work for like possibly, 10 people to watch. And I can't handle that kind of like time sink. Because if I'm editing videos, I'm not drawing. And I'm not relaxing. And I appreciate that's probably a really toxic mindset, but it is something that I think about when I'm sort of looking at art and stuff. It's just really annoying. But yeah, so basically, like I keep saying, so basically. Also, I end up identifying my own speech patterns that I hate. So, for example, if I were to watch this stream back, I would hate how much I say and the reason that I'm saying is because I'm talking and drawing at the same time and my brain is buffering. But to me, I would be like, well, I should be doing that better. What do you mean multitasking? This is ridiculous. You should do better. I'm very mean to myself. I don't want a lecture on how mean I am. But post edited streams as long form. Oh, that makes sense. I think I don't, because I want people to see the whole process, but also I do the hand gestures. And when I download it, it includes the lovely little chat here and whatever I put up on screen. And like, I'd rather like film it and then speak over it afterwards. But at the same time, that's just really tricky. So yeah, there's like a lot that goes into it that is partially like streaming related, and then there's a bunch that is pleasure nerd is neurotic related. Most of it, to be fair, is pleasure nerd is neurotic, but I've just, yeah, so for like the last 3 weeks, I've been feeling really, really bummed out and like honestly burnt out. And I don't know why today feels different. I've kind of put together a kind of plan of action of things that I can do, which is partially like I'm going to do things that are a little bit more, I say a little bit more basic, and then use this as an indicator. This is not basic, not to like make people feel bad. Oh, I hope you're having fun on holiday, Noodle. Enjoy yourself. Do not tell us where you are, but enjoy yourself. And yeah, so like I got really in my head and I started wondering, honestly, what's the point? Because like I have made my hobby into a second unpaid job, which is wild. And just kind of feeling like, why am I doing this when I'm not getting kind of the reward? Like, I'm thinking very narrow-mindedly here. This is not how I actually sort of think, but this was earlier this week, kind of how it was, which was like, I love streaming, I love posting on YouTube, I love all of that, I love sharing my art, but like this is turned fully into a second job where I'm spending every evening working on something to do with this, like social media, whether it's TikTok, Instagram, YouTube. There is some aspect, and like in the back of my mind, whenever I'm like browsing through them, I'm thinking, oh, I could do this more optimally. I should be posting more. I should be doing more. Oh, I know. Sorry, Sponge has very kindly said that I don't need to post every day. Why can I type in this one little chat box? This is BS. Once you get monetized, that can get taken away if you don't. I've heard that, which also bloody sucks. So it's why I'm not trying to like rush the system kind of thing. Like I'm trying to do this and grow steadily. I'm really like, I don't want any of me talking about this to make you guys feel like you are stressing me out. You are not. I don't have to do this. Like, as I was saying, I've been treating this like it's a second job and like I have to do it. I don't. I can just stop. I'm not going to, but I can. And that has been just, yeah, I've spent kind of a week thinking about it, and like essentially I was fine until that news came out. And then Beth the YouTube partner program, I am part of it. I do go to, like, YouTube has little events that they put on, and by events I mean like webinars. Some are helpful, some are so useless. Oh my god, there was one from one of the guys of, oh gosh, it's some kind of variety lads thing, and the fella was useless. He did not know anything. He kind of spoke vaguely about the subject. It was it's one of those ridiculous like lads things, and I think PSI is part of it. Whoever he is, he's linked with one of the pools. Like, ugh. Oh, thank you very much, Line. Oh my gosh, do it. Line, do to it. Line, do to it. Line, do to it. Sorry. Is it PSI? Like a black Londoner. Goes around, did a crypto scam. Hello, Rubik's Cube Cat. KSI, thank you. Yeah. So it was someone from his like content group doing a presentation, and they were talking about how to make money outside of YouTube, and he was like, at every point he spoke. It wasn't KSI, by the way. PS. PSI is a pressure indicator for tires. Whoops. Okay. PSI. So like pumping up bikes. I can't believe it. Anyway, he wasn't the guy presenting. It was one of the other it was one of the other guys who was part of their like content group thing. And he was talking about like, oh, before you do like a ghost kitchen, you need to make sure that the quality is there and that they're going to do that because it's your name on it. Learn from our mistakes. And I'm like, I don't need to learn. That's basic. That's so basic. Oh dear. Oh, Sponge. Guys, question. You've been feeling like crap for a solid week. Is that a good thing? It doesn't seem like one. Probably not. In what kind of way do you feel bad? The snail is very snaily. I'm very happy. This is turning into a proper little disco snail. But yeah, like the fella was awful. He was so bad. And I don't blame YouTube because, well, I probably in part do. It's because the brand partner managers are actually really quite nice. But you know, as soon as you put, oh, hello, Ricky, when I catch you, Ricky, it's a cotton candy snail. Yes, it does look delicious. I feel, okay, I want you guys to tell me, and if you're in the replay group, also tell me what you think this would taste like. I feel like this part tastes like sour raspberry, and this part tastes like raspberry, like normal raspberry, not sour raspberry. Cotton. I thought we were naming him Quentin. Blue raspberry and strawberry, yes. I just feel like it's a very raspberry theme, you know? Like gummy, yeah. He's definitely gummy. Or actually, gummy, hard candy. Anyway, so, but yeah, I've been feeling very, very, very sorry for myself. Oh, interesting, Ricky, when I catch you, Ricky. Gummy is a cute name. Berry Blast. How about we call them Quentin Gummy? No, that sounds like that sounds like an old man with no teeth. But yeah, so I've basically spent the last couple of weeks kind of in my head, just being like, do I pull back? How can I maintain my work-life balance? Because essentially I've worked in my day job. I had a lot of very tight deadlines just before I went to Sweden for a wedding. And then Sweden was not remotely relaxing. Well, I say it was somewhat relaxing, but there was, sorry, I'm looking at the pens. When I went to Sweden, gorgeous wedding. It's just, there was a lot of, Sweden's very difficult, like emotionally for my family, like my in-laws and stuff. So we went to this beautiful wedding. It was incredible. Had a lovely time. The only kind of thing is that it wasn't like, it's one of those things when you go on holiday where family lives, you end up instead of having like a really relaxing time on holiday, you end up going around all of their houses and finding out where they live. And I'm so happy we got to do that. It was incredible. They all have lovely houses, and they all have really great taste, which is a little bit annoying, you know, when you're like, wow, this looks so good. I want mine to look this good. That they had like beautiful, beautiful houses. It was so lovely. I'm making it sound like they had like really extravagant houses, normal sized houses, but they decorated them beautifully. Very jealous. And they it just meant that there was no time to unwind. So when we got back and I returned to work, I felt just as stressed as when I'd left, which is not great. And so I hadn't really had a lot of time to like unwind and try and decompress from things. And then birthday and all of that, and like I've got a friend's wedding coming up. I'm seeing friends for a weekend. Like it's been super, super busy, and I just kind of felt like, do I even want to do this when I feel this stressed, kind of thing. And it's all been like, it got compounded by that announcement by YouTube. So it's taken me, I want to say like a couple of weeks to kind of find my bearings again. Oh, no worries that I couldn't relax. So the thing is, when I say hello Max the gamer, my kind of holiday is one where I do nothing, where I just sit and exist and I don't do anything but read my book. And that's kind of what I grew up with. Whereas my husband grew up with much more active holidays. So I've had a lot of culture shock being in his family, which is fine. It just means that I need time after a holiday to recover from the holiday. And I am not used to that. I'm used to recovering from like travel and what have you. I am definitely not used to being like, oh, we did so much and my feet ache and everything is sore. So I think now that I've like found my new equilibrium, I feel fine and this feels manageable. I can do the streams. I have some ideas for long form videos. which are like a mixture of tutorials, my sort of talking. I want to try and learn how to compose a sketchbook spread, because I don't really know how to do that. As you might be able to tell by the spacing of this snail, I'm not very good at guesstimating space. So I want to show you guys my learning journey, because I think that could be helpful. If you guys agree, yeah. And also I want to do more fan art, which sounds, oh gosh, sorry, I just saw blue raspberry is a real thing. Should blue raspberry, I mean, personally, I do not like blue for raspberry flavor. I think red is strawberry and pink is raspberry, but I know that has been the case. Growing up with busy holidays does not always translate to liking them when you grow up. That is very true. My husband has adapted a lot of my family's much more laid back policies, such as trying to open presents when people are around so they can see your delighted expression instead of having to send a thank you note. Because my family is incredibly neurodivergent. We do not remember to do that. So I would rather someone see my joy than have to remember to write them a letter. Oh, that's solid. Yeah, I like that idea. Archfey should make the decision. Sponge saying that they want their pound back. They've been betrayed. To be fair, okay, you know what? I'll caveat this. Shoot. Rein it in, woman. Okay. I'm a grown up. If I say it enough, it'll be true. Right. I think sweet raspberry should be pink. I think that blue raspberry should be sour. How about that? See, I used to agree, and then I started eating more raspberry stuff, and it's so good. Oh, how's Whimsy Wizard? I believe my dad as well. I cannot see him in the chat, but he sent me a message about Tim Curry, so I think we're both sad about that. I keep doing things where I'm like talking, and I talk with my hands, but I'm talking with my hands back here, so you can't see. Max saying that they never had good sketchbooks. Every page is a different month, week, project, doodle, and you didn't finish. Do you know what? Same. So I want to try and learn it so I can try and teach other people through what I learn, if that makes sense. Because at GCSE, they never taught me about composition, and they should have. They also, like every other school, apparently learned how to set up sketchbooks. My school did giant pieces of card, so I genuinely never knew how to do a sketchbook spread. And then I got to college and everyone else but me knew how to do that, and I was very angry because I thought a sketchbook was for sketches. Who would have thought? I thought it was for like rough things and then you move it on to like a final whatever, like it's just your improving your hand-eye coordination. No. According to my school, it was to show off your thought process. And I was like, but you can talk to me. Or I could write an essay on my thought process. I don't think it's going to be a repeat. I just think lots of giggling. Ah, okay, Lost Shark. See, I know how to do all the facial stuff. Wait, let me re-say that because that was dodgy. I know how to pull the right expressions. So, yeah. Right, I'm just catching up. I'm so sorry. Rubik's Cube, I have never ever had a runt candy, I'm afraid. I will say though, oh my god, do I love Swedish sweets. So good. Bila, Ferraris, the Hallon squishy things, so good. Bila have like loads of varieties. They've got Plop. Sorry, I'm a grown-up. They've got Plop, which is a chocolate bar. They've got Hex or Kex, I think it is. They've got like chocolate covered licorice, which is incredible. The thing is, I don't actually like licorice, so the chocolate covered licorice is the only way I will eat licorice. It's so good. I don't remember the nickname that you guys gave him. I'm gonna have to remember that. You can come up with a new name for him. Oh, that sounds rough. I hate having to put my processes into a sketchbook that don't visualize my ideas until I've already thought them out, and it's tragic because I'm at art uni. Sponge, what I used to do, so I do like half drawings where like I'm drawing and thinking, and so I'll like not complete the thought and move on to like the next iteration, and it's just a nightmare. So I'm going to be real honest, because this is partially why I don't feel like I'm a good authority to speak on art. I only got a pass in my GCSE Art and Design BTEC. I got 3 passes, in part because I was severely depressed. It turns out I have ADHD and was not diagnosed at that point in time, and I did not know what I was doing wrong, and no one could properly explain it to me. Oh, hello, cheese woman. I'm so sorry to have missed you 2 minutes ago. Have a good night's sleep. Thank you for being around. Cannot do a mind map. What do you mean? Mind maps were the only way that I remembered anything. I found out in my very last exam at GCSE, I think it was religious studies, which I had to take because I went to a religious school. Anyway, in RE, I did, was it biology? I did a mind map, and it actually helped me remember facts. And I was like, oh my God, this is great. Unfortunately, last exam I ever had. Oh, it's so lovely to see you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Rubik's Cube, it's so lovely to see you. And Sponge, I'm not kidding. You need to have Bilar, which is Swedish for car, and Ferrari, which are like red, kind of semi-hard I was gonna say candy like I'm an American. Semi-hard sweets, so they're like tough chew kind of things. They're great. Have I caught up? No. Archduke is fun. Please do. By the way, if you ever want to redraw or draw with, I would love for you to post it in the community. Hello, Interland friend. Lovely to see you. Right. Am I? Oh, Ollie the Octopus. So a mind map is also known as a brainstorm, but it's where you've got like the middle thing and you've got the spikes out, and then you go through, and it's like it's a way of mapping connections, and you can like link them. It's great. I love mind maps. Haha. I am back at the top of the chat. Okay. I also apparently spat on my page. Ugh. Polygon dudes. But yeah, I don't know. I love art. No, but yeah, I feel substantially more with it again. I've also had my medication tweaked, like my ADHD medication tweaked. And it turns out you can feel with it for longer than an hour. Who would have thought? Crazy. Oh, gosh, let me. Love a good spider mind map, but just launched into a word vomit into a PowerPoint. Half my word was grunge, goth, and drunkenness, whimsical creature. That's incredible. Oh, what am I using to paint the snail? I'm using acrylic markers. So these are acrylic paint within a marker pen. Nice and straightforward. Technically, I think this is painting, not drawing, but I call it drawing because I'm holding a pen. And I used to do like big canvas pieces when I was younger. God, I miss that. I used to do big canvas pieces, and so this is kind of my way. I was going to say around that. That's not the word, but this is my way of kind of painting in a nice small area in a way that means I don't paint my landlady's walls. I would still like the answer about the question of buzzers or Spider-Man suit. I don't know what the question was. I kept missing it. I'm sorry. By the way, Archfey, you're on the 3rd page of my new sketchbook. Oh, that's so kind of you, Beth. If you popped it in the community, I'll go and have a look. Sorry, I'm terrible at checking it. Check it about twice a week. Oh, draw a snail, but I already did a few years ago and I struggle. See, so what I'm finding really fun is by adding straight lines to stuff that are quite soft. It makes it really interesting. I had to do this for chemistry and it took 4 hours and you got 1 extra credit. Ugh. Plug. Oh, hello, Noodle. Lovely to see you again. I hope you are well. Do I have any other paint pen pieces? Well, you know what, Ricky? I don't want to say stick around to the end, but we probably should, because otherwise I will get distracted and won't finish this stupid snail. Not that the snail's stupid. I am stupid. But yeah, I'll go through all the pages in this sketchbook. You have £20. Spider-Man suit is 99, and the buzzers together are 13. So you can only get one, and you don't know which. I mean, if you like Spider-Man, do Spider-Man, dude. You really want to see Spider-Man and Buzz fighting. Fair. Well, it's interesting. So, you know, I popped in the, you know that I popped in the, like, community, I made a post just being like, hey, I want to make more fan art, and like did a little note of sort of different kind of things that I wanted to, like, the fan art that I would be willing to make sounds terrible, but like that I'm really passionate about, that I want to make fan art out of, because I don't want to make fan art if I'm not actually a fan of the thing. It just feels like being a poser, you know, and I don't like being a poser. So why is that E3? Why is E3 there? And what? mess up my own order? I did. Wow. Gosh, you're such a smart bunny, Pleasure Nerd. Right, back to it. But yeah, so I don't want to be a poser. Because I grew up watching a lot of 90s media, being born in the mid 90s, and I also watching, what is it, the Punk with Matthew Lillard. Great. But yeah, I just didn't want to be like a poser. So I put all the ones that I thought could be, to be really cynical, commercially viable, of like things that I like that I think would do well in the SEO, and what have you. And someone was like, oh my God, do you not have any interests of your own? Is this it? Just like, I didn't realize I was providing a comprehensive list of my personal interests, because if not, that would include a lot of like politics, which I don't. Usually when you hear like politics on media, like social media channels, it's usually people being like, I'm actually conservative and I'm in a slightly left-leaning space, and I don't want people to know that. I'm very left-leaning. I just don't particularly want my channel to be about my politics, because I can do that in my own time rather than bothering you all. Like, there are much more educated voices on the topics that I care about, so I don't need to have my voice muddying the waters. Like, I know absolutely nothing about the ramifications of certain things. Sorry, I've been chatting. Flashback to Pim, Face and Farage. Yeah, you know what? That's on me. I mean, to be fair, Ricky, if you like the designs, that's still neat. And Max, you should absolutely try and reach out and see if you can get that sculpture back. Right, anyway. I read the chat, got distracted. So yeah, but also I really like watching sort of legal commentary on things that are happening in America, because that's interesting to me. I like politics. I like world politics. I like really random stuff. Like, I love going down rabbit holes. I was going to say rabbit holes on nature, but just rabbit holes. Like, I know a lot about really weird niche things. I just don't feel the need to like tell everyone all of my interests, you know? We can be multifaceted and not have the whole world know every single one of our inner thoughts. I say expressing every single one of my inner thoughts. But oh, that sounds fun. But yeah, I think I don't want to. I don't always feel the need to share everything. Like, the stories that I share usually have a purpose, whether it's purely me letting off steam about something, because I've got in trouble at my work for talking about certain things that have happened. If you saw the video, you know what it is. But yeah, I got talking to, because someone from work who knew my account went and told some people about it. But yeah, I love like video essays as well, like H Bomber and like Folding Ideas. I've watched so many of their videos like over and over and over again because I really like how they do it. I'm really impressed with like the quality of what they make, and it's just, yeah, incredible to watch. And sometimes it's on really, you know, silly topics. I say silly, but like not important topics, like Sherlock being bad, or seeing someone's opinion. Like I watch a lot of reaction videos now, which I didn't used to do. But like I think ever since watching Superman, where I was like, I cried multiple times at Superman. I still do. I really, really like the Superman film. I don't think it's perfect by any means. Like there are a few bits where I'm like, oh, that could have been a bit better or whatever. But that's, you know, media. Like you can't make a perfect thing. It's just not possible. But I loved the film, and like just felt hopeful for the first time. So when I was going through it, when I was experiencing a really rough time at my work and experiencing some discrimination, I basically watched Superman on repeat, like back to back to back when I was working. And I kept being like, I can't be the only person who cries at all of these things. And I watched a few reactors who were like, oh, this is the, like, it said like reacts for the first time, and then they'd be like, oh, we actually watched this in the cinema. And I'm like, well, then that's not your first reaction, is it? That's not how English works. You have used the wrong word. So, you know, it didn't really feel like a really raw reaction. So I started watching, I think they're called Previewed, which is Adam and Jay. And like they both cried at different points that I also cried at, and was like, yeah, I like this. So I just started watching more Superman. Oh, hello, Twisted Art Lady. Sorry, I've been talking about Superman. And if you like video essays, you might like Wendy Goon. Goes on silly stuff and crime. That sounds fantastic. Oh yeah, I do. I really like that guy who's like, yeah, no, his you don't know about insert topic, but you don't want to look like a thicky dum dum in front of all your mates. I love that. I also find it very fun watching him and being like, you have sat in several different locations during this. This is fascinating. You put a lot of work into this very quick short. Yeah, so Max, I really enjoy the legal side because it's, you know, putting people away. Because yeah, like cop shows, you know, run, hunt, etc. But the legal side of like how information is used, how they argue, really interesting. Sorry, I'm just remembering one of my friends was like, you should be a lawyer, like before I even massively got into legal stuff. And I was like, have we met? Like, are you sure? I can't retain information very well, and I do not like arguing. And she was like, no, but you're really good at making points. Let me find the latest things. But yeah, so I really want to yeah, so the new, I love the new Superman movie. I think Corn Sweat is gorgeous. I think he makes a really good Superman. He actually, so I was into Superman when I was younger, and I have a friend, Tobias, who loves Superman. We've talked about it numerous times. Loves Superman. But when we watched like the latest one, and I was like, oh no, I get it now. Like I get what you're saying about Superman, and I've been catching up in my DC comics, making sure that I do not make a silly mistake like that again. Oh, do that, Sponge. Yes. Tobias. To be fair, Tobias is also an elite friend. He is such a sweet, sweet man. And unless something dramatic happens, I'm never going to meet him. He's an online friend that I care very, very deeply about. He is he's a cosplayer. He's incredible. And he's had a really short end of the stick for quite some time. But I care a lot for him. Like when some of the stuff was happening with the American stuff, I don't really want to say it out loud in case YouTube gets all fussy about it. But with some of the police action, we'll call it, I was really, really concerned for him. Like really concerned for him. True crime always annoys you. Yeah, you know what, Sponge, I agree. I also find true crime a little bit icky. I think that's why I like watching the legal process, and I'm sure at some point that's going to turn icky for me. But it feels like it's interesting to watch the process. Like because the law in America is built on statute and things that have happened before and what other people have said. So being able to see how lawyers argue it, see how, because obviously most of the time it's, you know, juries trying to see through it, seeing how witnesses are handled. Like it's all very fascinating to me. And I don't actually want to know anything about the perpetrator, if that makes sense. Like, I don't want to know about the murder or what happened, because it just ends up being so sad. Like, obviously it's really sad. Oh, I'm really digging myself a hole in this. I should have thought about this and formulated a better response before talking. But like, let me dig myself further into this hole. Watching the legal side currently feels less icky to me. I remember I used to listen to My Favorite Murder, and then it got weird. So a friend recommended it to me. And I don't know whether it was like just at some point I found the ladies presenting insufferable. And I think that probably coincided with I started really analysing how I felt about true crime, which was I was into it to try and learn about how to be safer, which sounds ridiculous. And then when I kind of reached a point where I felt fairly safe, I found it really icky. And I think it was the way they spoke about it just really turned my stomach. So I stopped listening to them, not generally, just turned my ears off. And then after that, I just kind of, like took a break from paying attention to true crime, and then watched, I think it was the Johnny Depp Amber Heard case, actually. And then usually I watch like pop culture-y, nonsense-y type stuff with LED Baker, but sometimes there are like serious trials, and those are heartbreaking. And I always try to watch the witness statements after someone's been convicted, because it's about like the person who was lost matters, and I just want to know about what kind of person they were, because it's so focused on the perpetrator and their rights and making sure that they're preserved, and the actual person behind it gets lost in that process. So I always make sure that I listen to the impact statements, because that, yeah. Anyway, sorry, I fully went on a rant there. We watched someone on there. Oh, interesting. Right. Sorry. Am I talking about Bose Meets World? Oh, no. Brooklyn Nine-Nine is the only on the show that you can successfully rewatch. I like the first 3 seasons of West Wing, and I keep rewatching Elementary. True crime is to learn. Yeah. I did not know about the flash floods. That's awful. Flash floods are terrible. Gosh, we've gone very dark. We've gone very, very, very dark. I'm going to try and... Sorry, I took us here. I take the blame. That's on me. Shouldn't have done that. We are going to pull out. Pull out. We're going to pull up. Pull in. Nope. Pull aside. No. Right. We're going to change direction. Oh, well, sleep well. Have a wonderful evening. And hopefully see you soon. Yeah, I need to think in full sentences and what instead of what's going on right now, which is like, what do I want? Why did my brain fill that in with porridge? I don't want porridge. That is a big change in direction. Right. Maybe if I try to think, if I do a dark background, like a dark blue. I'm obsessed with dark blue at the moment. I don't know what's going on. Yeah. The thing is, I only actually got into porridge this year, which is insane, because so there are lots of things that my parents had that I did not get into because as a kid I just had to tidy up after it. Oh, you've never had porridge? To be fair, I've never had porridge until like last year. So porridge is, I think Americans would consider it rolled oats, and you can have it hot or I guess cold. I have it with, what do I have it with? Milk. So yeah, do that. Stick it in the oven. Milk and water. Stick it in the oven, and then top it off with some like maple syrup and some banana or some apple, or what else have I put with it? Cinnamon. Oh gosh, cinnamon. Yep. Cinnamon. I think it's probably. I think porridge must be the equivalent of oatmeal. Because I don't know what oatmeal is. Quentin the disco snail. But yeah, it's very much like it's a good cold weather breakfast. Gosh, dark backgrounds just make everything better. Look at him. Look at Quentin. Disco snail. With the oogie boogie. Yeah, Jack's not moved on. Honey and cinnamon on porridge, but peri peri. Oh my gosh. Peri peri honey. That's mental. I can't imagine like a Nando's tasting like a cheeky Nando's porridge. Oh, that was disgusting. A Nando's porridge. Oh, I can't. Ugh. Honey and spicy and bitter. No, I'm trying. Oh, shit. I mean, damn. Oops. That's what I get for not paying attention. Just Nando's porridge sounds disgusting. Does also sound like something lads would do. Lads. One of your favorite porridge? Chili oil and peanuts. Chili oil and peanuts. Oh, see, I don't like peanuts, which is fortunate because my husband's allergic. I just never. They just taste off, like not, fizzy or anything. They just, I don't know. They're just kind of, ugh. Which is fortunate again because I married a man who's allergic to them. Why is it the peanut that gets me and not the chili oil? I can understand savory with it, I think, is the thing. Because, like, cinnamon's kind of savory, isn't it? It's used in, like, curries and stuff, too. This is when I find out that cinnamon is not, in fact, savory and is, in fact, innately sweet. But because it's bark. I feel like bark is savory. This is where I learn I have a lot of opinions about stuff I did not realize I had opinions about. You have to try porridge with wild berries, peanut butter, cinnamon. Oh, interesting. I'm just seeing if this has... So on my end, unfortunately, Beth has overtaken Max. So I'll just read this on the main screen. Level 2 art class. Had a nickname for our art teacher. Your breakfast is whatever. I'm not gonna lie, my breakfast is Weetabix. When it's cold or when it's hot, my breakfast is Weetabix. When I have to go somewhere in a hurry, my breakfast is Weetabix. And I'm not someone who does like sugar or anything. I have plain Weetabix, which weirds people out, but it's tasty. I like Weetabix. Like, who doesn't like a bit of British wheat in biscuit form? So yeah, I love a bit of Weetabix, and I've had Weetabix for like every morning over 10 years, I think. Well, I say every morning. In winter this year, I changed to adding porridge, and that was a really good idea. I really like porridge. It made me feel very full. Pardon me. So yeah, definitely recommend porridge. Cinnamon rolls. Oh, that sounds lovely. Oh wait, that's not someone saying they have cinnamon rolls for breakfast. That'd be sick. I'm trying really hard not to swear, and I've realised that I am like, I keep teetering right on the edge of swearing. It's not even like I've got my parents here to be upset about it. Oh, bless you. I'm so sorry about so Weetabix are like wheat biscuits. They're like a oblong of just compacted wheat, and I have it with milk. That's kind of it, and then it gets soggy. And it's delicious. I also really quite like shredded wheat, like the big pillow of wheat. That's great. Just trying to think. I think maybe I want a different blue there. Just thinking like around here, maybe a blue. A blue. Yeah. I really like cereal, to be honest. If I wasn't, this is embarrassing. If I wasn't married, I would have like, and if I wasn't in a relationship where I felt compelled to feed the other person a decent meal, I I would just have cereal for dinner. Like genuinely, and maybe mac and cheese, but in one pot. Like I would do a full kind of girl meal, and like I feel, I want to say I feel bad, but I don't. Like sometimes you just don't have the energy to make things. Hey, I mean, if I didn't care about their well-being and whether they eat properly, yeah, I would feel less guilt. Whereas, like, I do actually cook from scratch. Not all the time. My husband is a far better cook than I am. Like, substantially better. I'm really good at a roast. God, this is going to get so British. I'm really, really good at a Sunday roast. I've got better at like the planning of like the timing of things. What else? I'm pretty good. Oh, bugger. Of course you did that. Aha. Totally asleep. Yes. You can listen to the lovely sound of my voice, and I'll try really hard not to shout cackle in your ear. I can't quite get a fry up right. I really wish I could. Just not very good at it. I'm also quite good at baking. I just don't like doing it because my husband doesn't eat it. Which, now I've said out loud, makes it sound like I'm not very good at baking, but I am. I make like a good sort of apple. It's just he's not got a sweet tooth. So there's no point in cooking or baking like a whole, jeez. You're gonna sit down and you're gonna think about what you've done. Yeah, see, I would, but my office at work doesn't, not many people go in. So like every so often my manager will go in and we'll have a lovely time chatting, but I only see my colleagues either over Teams or at the like twice a year team building events, which is a real shame because I do really quite like my colleagues. Hello from Texas. Oh, fudge brownies. My mum made some tablet once. Incredible. Unfortunately, she put a knife on top of it after she had cut it into squares, and the knife sunk to the bottom of the pan. So we had to try and cut around the knife. It was wonderful. It was so tasty. I have so many fond memories of that tablet. So tablet is a type of, for people who don't know, tablet is I believe it's a Scottish treat, and it's essentially a really rich, buttery fudge. It's so good. It's like butter. Oh, someone's off. Have a wonderful night's sleep. I think I'm pretty much done, by the way, gang. Probably gonna finagle a bit, but I feel like I'm done. But yeah, tablet is so good. Yeah, mum's excellent. So by the way, my dad has 2 accounts. I'm very glad that mum likes it, dad. Or the, what is it you guys call him? The whimsy wizard. I just feel like I want to. I think that's kind of like I want to make things nice and lovely for him because he makes things nice and lovely for me. And I love my husband very dearly. He makes things just so much easier, whereas I make things so much harder for everyone. Okay, I think we're going to call him Quentin. Quentin. Gummy. That was it. Yeah, my husband is wonderful. Right, I'm gonna let that dry, and as I do so, I'm just gonna chat like I've not been already. Actually, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pick it up and show it to my phone because I'm filming offside. There we go. In fact, I could probably pick it up and show you guys too. Let me take down the reference. Let's go full screen. Yeah. So, meet Quentin. Maybe I should go. I'm like, I'm done. Immediately goes, maybe I'm not. What if I just do some like, just a little bit of, and then maybe like a little, it would be helpful if I finished my sentences, I'm sure. what's really great about not having a camera on me whilst I do this is that you can't see when I stick my tongue out. Because when I really focus, I stick my tongue out. That'll do. Quentin looks very shiny. I'm kind of feeling like the next one I do, so if I do another snail, I kind of want to make it a ghost snail because I like how this is looking. Like, he looks almost like ethereal, right? So maybe the next one could be called Shlomus. Anyway, I promised Ricky, yeah, ghost snail. I promised Ricky that I'd show you some of the other acrylic marker drawings. Quentin Blake, studying his style, that's a nightmare. So I shall try and, so starting off strong with a little goblin. I was going to make this my profile picture of like a revised goblin, and then decided against it because people keep telling me my existing one looks like a minion, so I don't think this is going to help much. Then a lovely worried little greyhound. It's so cute. There are also sketches. I don't know if you can see that. There are also sketches of other dogs that I have just not done. Then we've got a puzzled kitty. I am certain this is a very specific cat with a name. I cannot remember who it is. This little goober, which is a hairless cat. Yes. No, I instead of a greyhound, I drew a horse. I drew an inside horse. These are some sketches of hands that at some point I'll probably erase because I don't really want to draw hands on stream. That's a lot of pressure. Do you know what? Maybe one day I will. Maybe later this week. I did a little fairy sketch, and then this one is just blank. And then we get to the consistent ones. So we've got Pidge, who is my favorite. We've got this furry little goober. I don't know what they are, but they are. I've got this little raven, which genuinely changed the way that I started colouring because I put little flecks of different colour. Let me pull it up closer and move my light. Right. Come on. Is that too much? A little bit, yeah. That's way too much. That's actually more accurate to what it looks like in person. So I wanted to do a round little bird like Pidge here, but I did the circle first and then the rest around it, and I found a cute picture of a crow and then worked from there. But this one changed how I did the colouring because I put little sort of, I think I'm going to try and show you, but I put little specks of pink, and I felt like that really made it on like a different level. I really loved it. The crow, absolutely. We've got Pidge, we've got the we've got our lovely terrified fish. We've got crow. Got bucket. Thank you. Oh, and Terry. So then this was the start of my cat in boxes series. So he doesn't quite fit in the same way that others do, but this was dead fun. I think. Yes, I did this on stream, which was great. Oh, I love I love birds, like genuinely love. We wherever possible tried to feed our crows. So I love watching robins and crows. Oh, I've got this fantastic footage of a footage. I filmed a local crow that was calling for its partner, and it made like a little sad noise. And I just, oh my gosh, it might have been a juvenile. Anyway, this is a lovely ginger cat in a box. This is a black cat in a box. Actually, so you can see here, I've put like pink and blue to try and bring it out. And I think that works really, really well. I know, I'm hoping that a crow will bond with me. I want to be friends with crows. Then this is a much more elongated box, but this was meant to be a black cat, but doing it in black, a bit boring, so blue. This is what you'll find with a lot of my stuff is if it's intended to be black, I will probably do it blue or purple because that's just a bit more interesting. Another, I think this was a black cat too, actually. No, it wasn't. It was a, I think it was a calico cat. So yeah, another cat in a box. I think someone before this complained that I did not draw the buttholes on my cats. This one does have a butthole. So then this little guy who I swore I would do more realistic colors for. I don't particularly like this one. This is not my favorite. In fact, I think it's, in my opinion, I think it's the worst out of the lot. This one I quite like. So in full size. You've bonded with a magpie? That's incredible. Corvids are absolutely outstanding. And yeah, you can see I've popped like little bits of blue, which I think just works really well. And then over here, oh, thank you so much, Sponge. High standards, I think we'll say. So this one's, I think it was like a hairless cat, but they look, I made it look kind of iridescent, which was really fun. Squimbo. This one is also delightful, like lovely pink, not pink, blue. Blue is not pink. Blues, pinks, and yellows, which is really cool. Oh, I think it's blue, orange, and yellows. That's pretty fun. I think this one might be my favorite. Just the eyes. So cute. So yeah, I plan to do like a little print series, but because they're not all the same size, it makes it really difficult. So I'm gonna have to do more cats, and I can't decide if I do them off stream or not. You know what? You're right, Ricky, when I catch you, Ricky. You're colorblind. To be fair, I think they're quite similar in regards to intensity. Like a lot of pinks and a lot of blues are the same kind of intensity when he comes in. But yeah, I love these guys. I wanted to go for like a really Technicolor look. So there's a lot of, it's very, very busy, but this little guy is my favorite. I feel like this is an accurate depiction of me and my husband, in that that's me, that's my husband. And then I drew a lovely little rat. It was supposed to be a white rat. It is now a blue rat with green and purple, if you look closely. So there's like green in amongst there and some purple, which is good fun. Then there's Jaroswin, the first stream where I couldn't breathe. So I think this was the first one where the chat just went mad, and they couldn't decide on a name, so they merged them together. It was going to be Gerald, Oswald, and Owen, I think. But yeah, I did really plan that well because the tail went off. And then there's a lovely Robin. I don't know why I'm talking about these so in depth. Normally I just flick through them. And And the reason that I started drawing birds more is that I actually really struggle drawing feathers, because they just look like leaves when I do it. Then lovely little blue tip. Not the best, but not terrible. And then we've got a starling. I love starlings. We have so many starlings in my garden. When the weather is better and when like the ground isn't baked, we get lots of starlings pecking in the grass. So, yeah. I really like this pigeon. They're all fluffed up and cute. I love it so much. And then little cat, our stack of books. Oh, that's a nightmare sponge. Yeah, for me, starlings are all right. It's pigeons sit underneath the bird feeder for us, and they just wait for the smaller birds to like throw things around. But yeah, this is the cat on the stack of books. I'm not too happy with that one either. This is George. George is adorable. You can tell he's called George because I wrote George next to him. He's a lovely little raincoat. And then I believe this is a martin of some kind. Tree martin, I think. I am not entirely sure. Yeah, I wouldn't deliberately feed starlings. But yeah, this one was the one where the pen leaked in the eye and betrayed me. But yeah, he's cool. I like him. He looks like a battle-worn little martin. Then we've got an adorable little badger. This one I was a little bit frustrated with, if I'm remembering correctly. I don't know, I feel like I could have done better. Oh, really, Sponge? Was that your first stream? I swear you've been on streams for longer than that. That's insane. Ollie was there for the badger. And then we've got our more recent fish, in which I gave them the Nemo treatment and got rid of the fin that was there. I think some people in my shorts have said that they preferred it before, but I actually think that visually this works better. There's much more of a flow to this. I swear you guys have been part of this for way longer than you have. I feel like you guys have all been here since the start. Like I know Noodle Raymond has, because he told me that, or they told me that it was their dad's account or something. But yeah, I really like this. I just think it flows beautifully. Whereas before it was really difficult to see where the fin ended and that one started. I don't even know if we gave them a name. And then this little guy, our traumatized little bean. And I do actually have, I don't know where the hat went, but I do have the but yes, we have Terry. Actually, I think he's better over there. I've lost the little hat, but we've got the delightful Terry here. Oh, Ricky, it's your first stream? Well, welcome. I didn't realize that. So the fun thing about my streams is that a lot of people seem to be quite quiet, and then occasionally will pop up and be like, oh, I've been here for 6 streams. And I'm like, you didn't say anything. I want to say hello to people. But yeah, he's a dapper little gentleman, isn't he? And then we've got Bucket, who's an emotional Yeah, Cloud. It's like the Endadasaurus. We're just going with it. Oh, and Cloud is one of my real life friends. He's a cutie. There's a video where I've got his incredibly handsome legs. But yes, Bucket is excellent. I love when people talk. Bucket is traumatized or emotional. I think we'll say emotional rather than traumatized. He's just, they're big into their feelings, and I'm here for it because I like when people express themselves. I think Bucket may have witnessed something just as traumatizing as Terry. But yeah, I am really how did I acquire my friend's legs? We went to an art shop together and I didn't want to film him because Cloud is quite shy, and I was like, I'll just film, like, he's down another aisle, I'll just film this aisle quietly, because I don't like including other people in it. So I filmed the aisle and he walked around the corner, so there are his legs. But yeah, Bucket Terry kills people. He's the Tiny Tim. We've got Scrooge and we've got Tiny Tim. And then our wonderful Quentin. But yeah, and that's so far. I mean, I've got lots and lots more pages. I'm basically viewing this as my like streaming book. I've also got a I don't want to call it a sketchbook, but like paper which you can tear out of ENMY paper. And yeah, I'm really happy with how this sketchbook is turning out. At some point, I'm going to have to decorate the front and the back with you guys, because that's something that I was thinking about too, was sort of decorating my because I've seen other people do it and I'm really jealous, but decorating a sketchbook and having you guys come along for the ride. Aww. But yeah, it's dead fun to draw fish, to be honest. They're really fun shapes. Actually, is there a little pocket? No, bugger. I can make a pocket. But I do really like this. So this is a art creation talons sketchbook. It's small and square. I've got very small hands as well. I think I've got one that's still not the square one, but I've got a version of this that is in still in its like wrapping. Give me a moment. I don't know why I'm acting like I'm not going to be able to talk to you. I'm walking across the room. I'm just away from the camera. But yeah, so it's this company, which is Talons sketchbook, Royal Talons they are. And I wouldn't necessarily say it's the best for acrylic markers because the page does pucker quite a lot, but it is good fun and it's good for the price, and I do really enjoy using these, so I'll probably pop this on top. But yeah, something that I would yes, absolutely. Something that I'd really love to do at some point is be able to work in like, yeah, one of those terrible, I don't want to call them a sketchbook because it doesn't feel, but paper pad, so that I could like give away or sell the artworks to you guys. So like we could do competitions and stuff, and I think that could be really, really fun. And then try and, hello forest moth, you are right at the end, I'm so sorry. But yeah, like, because what is it, Boots, the little ferret is on one of those. I think after I've scanned it and hopefully made some merch, it'd be cool to either do a giveaway or sell the original, but I'd need to spray it down to fix it and then probably do a high quality print to go with it, because so just so you guys are aware, this stuff isn't color fast, and what color fast means is that the color doesn't degrade in UV light. So alcohol markers, for example, are not color fast, will never be color fast. It is not a color fast medium. And I don't think acrylic markers are particularly color fast either. It's the main difference between professional quality, like artist quality art supplies, and student quality art supplies. Artist quality is meant to last forever, or at least as long as possible. Student is meant to kind of disappear. Not disappear, but like it's not intended to stand the test of time. Oh, okay. You can have a rebrand from Max to Lucian. Lucian. Please let me know if it's a sh or a c. Lucian or Lucian. I can pronounce words. But yeah, so as a heads up, whenever because I would love to sell some of the originals and stuff. When I ever do that, I will also include a print of it so that you can have something that's the original that is sort of UV protected, but I don't know how long that will last, and then also the print so you can have that up and frame it if you so wish. Oh, hello, Roadkill. I'm so sorry, you are right at the end and I'm really sad. Right, you guys all need to remind me of your names when I next have a post-it note so I can remember you. Lovely to see you. Oh, Whistling GM, you've just come at the end. I should start these at like, do you know what? I'll try and see if I can do a stream maybe once a fortnight or something on like a Friday or a Saturday, which is like a late night one for you lovely Americans, because I can't do this on a weeknight because I have work. But yeah, that'd be so fun. Ricky is changing to Bingle. Digital stickers and emotes. You're British, you just have the silliest schedule. Fair. I hope so. If not, I'm going to put up a schedule. I forgot to do that this week, but I will try and do like a weekly schedule so people can try and tune in. And something I also want to try and do is set these up further in advance than I do. So, yeah. Anyway, you have all been marvelous. If you've got this far on the replay, let me know, because I'm never sure if people watch the replay. So if you do, please let me know, and all of my love. Thank you guys for hanging out. I'm sorry for the people who joined a little bit late. And yeah, oh, actually, for the people who joined late, I've been doing this with a closed book. We did a lovely little snail. So yeah, have a wonderful evening, a wonderful day. I love you all. so very much. It's always a delight. So thank you, thank you, thank you. And yeah, thank you for being my temporary therapist for complaining about YouTube and the stress that it's put small creators under. I know people probably don't view me as a small creator because I've got like over 50,000 subscribers, which is insane, but I just don't have the watch hours to go with it. Anyway, I love you. I'm going to stop complaining. Bye. Thank you for watching. Bye.